Good evening. My name's Venice Grossman, and I am your professor for digital presentations. I've prepared this presentation for you to give you some helpful tips to be successful in the class. So first, I'd like to share a little bit about myself. I attended Rowan, which was Glassboro State College, from 1982 to 1986. And then I earned my master's degree from Rutgers University in English. And I taught high school English, 1 year at Lenape Regional High School and 35 years at West Effort High School. I also, while I was teaching full time, worked as a instructor in the Graduate School of Education at Penn and taught English Comp 1 and English Comp 2 at Camden County College. For 2.5 years, I worked as an education columnist part-time for the Courier Post, and I also wrote freelance articles that were published in the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Courier Post, and I've been teaching at Rowan for the past 8 years. So some of the accomplishments that have made me most proud is being named Teacher of the Year at West Effort High School, being named the School Newspaper Advisor of the Year by Temple University, and earning 3 yoga certifications. So I've traveled extensively. I started traveling after I taught 1 year at Lenape. And since then, I have visited 138 countries, which is 71% of the countries in the world. 2.5 years ago, I retired from West Effort High School. And in addition to working at Rowan, I've been working as a full-time substitute teacher at Washington Township High School. I also taught uh, as a substitute in Camden High for 4 months. So, with the course, it is an online course, which requires you to really keep on top of things because you're not coming to class and I can't clarify your questions face to face. So the first step would to be to make sure for each module that you read the 2 week overview. And I would recommend, because it can get confusing, to write the due dates in your calendar. A lot of students who have not been successful, I've found it's because they wait until that night that they're due, an hour or two before midnight, to begin the assignments. So if you want to be successful, you have 2 weeks for each module. Please do not wait until the last minute. Also, it is imperative that you test your technology ahead of time when you're going to be recording your videos. We all know that there are always technical glitches. So I would recommend that you do a test. Just make sure you know that the equipment works so that when you go to record it, you'll be okay. But again, do not wait until that last night. You cannot turn in work late unless there are extenuating circumstances. And waiting to the last minute is not one of them. So I will send weekly emails, not only as reminders, but clarifying how to best approach the assignment. So please make sure you read them initially and also make sure you read them before you start the assignment. You want to make sure you're checking your emails. When you start to work full time, you're going to see how imperative it is to, at the very minimum, check your email a few times a day. I check mine after every class period because there's often information um, that it's imperative to address right away. So, AI use is not permitted for this course. And if it appears that any of your assignments have been created using AI, I may ask to see your sources. So please do not go down that avenue. So for the quizzes, you will have one for each module. You must first read the assigned readings, and the print version or the ebook is available through the bookstore. It's the second edition. You must read this material to prepare for the quizzes, and there are also assigned lectures to view. Now, I am not the presenter in those lectures. It's the former coordinator of the Public Speaking and Digital Presentations program. You'll have multiple choice and open-ended questions on those quizzes. The quizzes cannot be reopened. So please make sure that you are fully prepared to take those quizzes at the time period. If you have an accommodation letter, I add the extra minutes onto the quiz, but it cannot be reopened. It cannot be taken another time. So discussion questions. This is the part that can get confusing. You must do an initial post, and that is due the Friday before the due date, posted in Canvas. So it's going to say in the system that the questions are due Monday night, but that means the responses, because you should have already written and posted the initial post by that previous Friday. I will send a reminder, but this is where it's important that you're checking your announcements and your emails. So, two of your initial posts must be videos. I would recommend doing them right away so that you don't have to worry about that requirement. So, if you do not submit that initial post by Friday, you will lose 6 of the 12 points. And there is a sample response posted to Canvas to let you know what yours should look like. The length of it is important. So you should be looking at the model and making yours look similar. So it should not be less than 10 sentences. And grammar and mechanics count. So make sure that you write it in another document, make sure you check spelling, grammar, mechanics, and then post it. This is also something that confuses some students. In order to get a top score on your student responses, you need 3, not 2. So you'll receive 6 points if you do the assignment thoroughly for the initial post, and 6 for the student responses, 2 points each. And those are the ones that are due Monday night. So you need to post them Friday to give your classmates time to read them over the weekend and respond by Monday night. You must address your classmates by their names, and your student responses should not be less than 5 sentences. So, your assignments for the course. There are directions posted online, but again, I will offer more clarification in my emails and assignments. So, with a few of these assignments, you'll have to get your topic approved first, just to make sure it's appropriate for the assignment. After I mark your assignments, I put comments. So please make sure that you read the comments and not just look at your grades so you don't make similar mistakes in your next assignment. Also, so that you're able to respond to your classmates' videos, make sure you look at the directions about how to use Anoto in Canvas. You are going to have to film your presentations. You need to use a laptop or a desktop computer. If you attempt to use your phone or a tablet, there's going to be glitches. So please make sure you have access to a laptop or a desktop. If for any reason there is a glitch when you go to post it, you must take screenshots of your attempt to post it and your initial work where the date is clear in order for me to accept it late. So, if you have questions about any assignments or your grades, please email me. Don't write the questions in Canvas under the comment sections because after I mark your assignments, I do not go back and read these. So, um, also, if you need to talk to me, it's very easy for me to set up a Zoom session so we can chat about any assignments or any issues that you're experiencing. So, the upcoming due dates. Next Monday, you no later than next Monday, this is something that only takes 5 minutes to do. You have to sign and submit the Succeed with Technology agreement. And this basically is acknowledging that you have the equipment to adequately complete the assignments in this course. So please read that carefully. By next Monday, um, the 27th, you are going to be submitting a video about you. And you're submitting it by Monday night to allow your classmates to view these and then comment on them. So please look over assignment 1 right away. Start jotting down the things that you'd like to share about yourself, and then test your equipment. So this upcoming, the following Friday is when your initial discussion question post is due, no later than. And of course, I'm encouraging you not to wait until that day to do it, but rather do it much earlier on. So when you do create the video about yourself, please make sure your head placement is good in the camera, that there's not too much headroom below you, and that your lighting is good. I had a student last semester who did not view the video ahead of time, and all I could see was his forehead in the video. So please make sure you test it, do a test, make sure everything looks good, then record it. And then Monday, on the 3rd of February, you'll make sure that you've commented on at least 2 student videos. And again, at least 5 sentences for each comment. And also that night, your quiz 1 is due. So look over all of these thoroughly. If you have any questions, please email me. I'm very excited about starting this semester. The students who take this course find that it's very, very useful because this is the wave of the future. We need to be able to present ourselves well on camera and learn how to record it. So please think of Ben Franklin. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So if you adhere by the deadlines and commit to doing your work ahead of time, I'm sure you'll be very successful in this course.